Welcome to CNA City's finest, Chattanooga Vapor Co. Today we're going to review the ORION DNA and the ORION Q and just show you the difference between the two. Stick with us, man. We're going to dive right in. Hey guys, we're going to be reviewing the ORION and the ORION Quest today. But first off, I'm going to introduce you to one of our team members as well. This is Cameron.
What's going on, guys? I've been working for CDC for a good probably 3 years. I've been vaping for about 4 years.
Cameron's one of our best modders out there. If you have any questions on devices and product like that, he is one of the guys to go to. Check him out on his Facebook page. Didn't you just change that actually?
Yeah, I think it's Cam's Customs now.
Cam's Customs, yeah. Man. He does beautiful, beautiful mods, including this Nightmare Before Christmas one with glow-in-the-dark inlay.
Look at how cool this is.
One of the cool things about that device is it actually is a DNA, which is what we're going to be kind of dabbling into. So today, I've got the ORION Quest. This is great for salt nic advocates. Salt nicotine! Today we're going to be reviewing the President Reserve Big Top. But let's take a look inside of here. We're going to get one of the most in-depth manuals. You're going to get a little cheat sheets, what I call it, just let you know how to prime it and how long to let it wait. And they also come with a 3-month warranty. All you got to do is fill this out with the information inside, get on their website, use the receipt, confirm the transaction, and then you're set for 3 months. Inside of here, we get the device, the coolest of lanyards because you want to hang it around your neck and be that kind of guy. And you're going to get a charge cord as well. Micro USB, I don't even like this cord. I like mine at about 6 foot long. That way I can charge it on my bed. Finally, this is one of the limited edition color schemes. I did have to go with this because I'm a little extra. One thing about the ORION Quest is that it has its own pods. These are 1.0 ohm salt nic pods only. You just take this guy out of here. One thing I love about this pod, and this is the same for the DNA ORION as well, it's got top airflow and top fill, which means there's no way this thing can leak from the underneath side unless it's a bad pod. To fill it, you just unscrew the cap here, take your nicotine salts, give it a good shake. And this flavor right here is a beautiful blue raspberry dum dum sucker because we all like to live like we're 5. Fill it up right to the top, set it in there, and then you want to let it sit for about 5 minutes. You can force prime it by closing off this airflow and drawing on it.
What's going on, guys? This is the Lost Vape ORION DNA Go. It does have basically just the same thing package content wise as the ORION Q. It comes with a different colored cable because this does have a data cable. It's for the actual software for the DNA Go, which it has 3 different modes. The clear is the lowest, blue being medium, and red being the hardest mode. Cool thing about it is it does do either or. It does salt and it does regular freebase nicotine. Cool thing about it is that you can go on Evolve's website and you can download eScribe, you can upgrade it.
The device has 2 different pods, unlike the Q. So I'm going to show you the difference between the two, the DNA pod and then the Quest pod. Like I said, mine is only a 1 ohm. This one is a 0.5, so if you're running lower salt nicks, you still get a good satisfying hit. If you're running higher salt nicks, it can get a little rough on you.
Whack.
But 0.5 pods, you can run the lower salt nicotines and still get a very satisfying hit, especially if you run the higher setting. I like to use the lower nicotine strengths in this, so I'm going to use that 26 Big Top to fill up his 0.5 ORION DNA pod.
So this pod is for the freebase juice, so you can use anything from 0 milligram up to probably 12. Anything above that is probably pushing it. It's the same thing as the salt, filling it up wise. You just unscrew it.
We're also using the Big Top Freebase. Both of these bottles are available through us. The nicotine salts is $19.99. The Big Top Freebase, we have 0, 3, 6, and 12 milligrams. So that's 4 strengths that you can get for only $17.99. $19.65 after tax, 60 mils of juice. One of our cheapest and top lines that we carry.
It's just as simple as that. If you want to, you can close the airflow off. Just kind of inhale on it for a couple seconds, or if you want to, you can just let it sit for about 4 or 5 minutes.
So now we're going to show the pod installation. You're going to take the pod, and there's a little latch on the back here. You pull down on it, and it's going to pull back this metal retainer that's going to hold that pod in. And I like to treat it like a shoe. You put the toe in first, push it back, and let go of that latch to lock it in.
I don't know about you, but what about your lanyard?
Mine just dangles, dude.
Man, mine can choke myself.
Click it 5 times, that little light's going to flash. That's meaning that it is unlocked and ready to go. We're going to go ahead and take a hit and see what we think. Very open airflow on it, so I can get a good strong hit, and the flavor off this reminds me of good old times. If you get confused in the 3 pods, because they are color coordinated, with the ORION Q having blue writing saying 1 ohm, the salt pod being in green writing saying 0.5, and then the freebase one for the standard nicotines being written in red at 0.25.
It's the same thing as the Orion Q. You know, it's got the feet at the bottom and they latch in, and then this is the standard juice one.
You got a little more vapor juice off there. More vapor.
I think the freebase one is a lot more airy than the salt. This is the salt.
So since we are trying to focus on the salt nic portion of this, we're gonna let a couple people try these out. The guys love to see every day and see what they think about the flavor of this juice and also what they think about the differences between these two devices. All right, so I'm gonna give Cameron this Q. You saw him reviewing the DNA. We're gonna see what he thinks about it. So what do you think about the Q versus the actual DNA?
I know this one hits harder than this one, but this one's more airy.
So you're saying the DNA hits a little harder than the Q does?
We set it on medium, it's about the same.
So our good friend Brandon.
So with the Orion Q, gives that good throat hit. With the Orion DNA Go, the flavor is more prominent, but they're both really, really great devices, and I'm really happy with both of them.
We'll see what Mary has to think about it.
Hi. Now, I don't think I've ever actually hit a DNA, so I think this is gonna be my first time, but the Q, all right. I actually really like that. I like that a lot. It's got a nice vapor production. And I can, oh Jesus, I can choke. I can really taste like the flavor coming through. And then this is the DNA, and we have a standard pod in here.
That is the salt pod. We're trying to compare the hit. Yeah. Looks like that DNA hit a little harder. Why don't you try it on the lower setting, see if you might.
Yeah, let's do that. Blue? What is blue?
Blue's medium.
I wasn't listening to this tutorial.
Nope, why are you clicking it so many times? Just once.
Got it, guys. One click. Orion DNA. Try not to die this time. Honestly, I don't know why, but I think I like the Q better. On the heavy setting, I died, and on the light setting of the DNA, I didn't get anything. I like the Q a bit more. Maybe I'm more simple.
Right.
Awesome.
And this is Denise, and we are in actually her store right now with her number 2, Mary.
All right, so I'm gonna try out the Q first. It's got a good throat hit to it. The flavor is phenomenal. Prezrez is probably my favorite juice that we carry here, and this is his newest one. It definitely has that throat hit to it though. All right, let's try this DNA. I'm gonna bump up the setting though. So on that middle setting, on the blue, it's got really good flavor as well. In my opinion, it's not as throaty as the Orion Q, but I really don't like that kind of throat hit to it, so I'd probably go with the Orion Q.
So that sounds like 2 votes to the Q and 2 to the DNA. And like I said, I definitely prefer the DNA, so I'll outweigh it. So the DNA wins today. Now both of these beautiful devices for sale in our locations. The DNA Q is $44.99, and then the Orion DNA is going to be $79.99, and the pods for it are 1 for $6 or 2 for $10.99. So these 2 devices right here are for sale at Scenic City's finest, Chattanooga Vapor Co.
Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're always updated on the world of CVC. Stay tuned for more. We're going to post a new video next Wednesday. Bye guys.